What up, YouTube? So, touchdown here in Texas, man. Honestly, just super grateful to be here. Like, you guys probably heard me talk about it for a while. I didn't even know if I could be able to. Didn't even know if I could get to America, but I'm here in America, done Florida. Gonna talk about sort of, how the show went. Epic foul again on my part, not again a proper show day video, but at least I'm giving you guys the wrap ups and we'll be able to give like, we've got some like clips here and there at the show, so I'll like roll over some B-roll on the video and just sort of give you guys a rundown of what happened. So basically, sort of we'll start from the end and then reverse backwards. So the end result, honestly, I'm super happy, like really happy. We got second call out in the show. I was sort of on the outside on the second call out, so probably landed somewhere around 15th, 16th, something like that. I think the first call out was like 8 guys, super stacked show. It was like 36 guys in the lineup, I think, and I think there was about 5 or 6 of the guys in the show were previous Olympians, okay, and some of them were. One of them, I think, was actually a top 10 Olympian. So it was an incredibly stacked lineup, the most competitive show that I've ever been to, the biggest lineup I've ever competed in. And considering like on the back of the last show I did in Amsterdam, if you guys have been watching, I actually got 4th call-outs, which was definitely disappointing, but I took it on the chin. You have to take it on the chin. Like, you need to understand that it's a process, it's a journey, and you need to just be present and enjoy each moment, because at the end of the day, I'm still doing what I love. I'm bodybuilding, I'm traveling around the world, and I'm making it happen. And that's the main thing, it's just enjoying the process, enjoying the moments along the way. So definitely disappointed and wanted more. So going into Tampa, being able to get second call out was incredible. We definitely brought a much fuller package, much fuller. So we went much harder on the carbs. I think we started carbing up on the show was on Friday, we started carbing up properly on the Wednesday. So on the Wednesday we did like 1,100 carbs. On the Thursday, sorry, we also did around 1,100 carbs, somewhere in that ballpark. So it was a lot of food. Come show day, I think in the morning the look was probably a little bit drier than what I actually brought to stage. It was probably me sort of poking at Ben like, I don't feel quite as full as the previous night, and we put a little bit more food in and a little bit more sodium, and that probably brought a look that was honestly slightly spilled. I was definitely spilled, but there was definitely something to be had for me, because I was so full backstage. Like, the fullness that I had was like honestly epic. I literally did a set of bench dips. Like, I had a chair here, and I literally just did 20 like slow reps like that, just contracting hard, and then I did like 20 slow reps of press ups. I stood up, and like the pump from 2 sets was ridiculous. I was like fully loaded, and then Ben and Carl was with me backstage, and they was just like, look, just chill. You're about to go on stage, don't waste the food. And that's probably what I normally do. I pump up way too much backstage and end up just going flat. So I chilled, didn't do anything else, and I stayed full throughout the entire, groups, individuals, call outs, and all the way until after the show I was still full. So I was really pleased about that. And although I had spilled and the look wasn't as dry as I can, if you guys, have seen my progress, I can bring a dry look. But I really wanted to be full, and I felt really confident on stage, because I was standing backstage and I was like, yeah, I feel jacked, man. I feel jacked. And that's like really important, to feel confident in how you feel, not just in how you look, but in how you feel. And I felt really confident, and that actually came across on stage. And I posed, I feel really well. I definitely struggled to pull my vacuum because I had a lot of food in the stomach. I was pretty empty, but definitely a little bit more difficult to pull the vacuum. But it was a good look. It was a look I enjoyed putting on stage. Looking back at the pictures, I'm happy with how the poses looked. Like, some of the poses, like the front lat spread, the side chest, like they really popped because of the fullness. So that was cool. The feedback that we got from Tyler was obviously I need to bring more condition. I actually have more condition than I've displayed on stage, so we're going to try and bring that for Texas, which is coming up on this Friday. It's currently Saturday today. We've just traveled in to Texas. We're staying at my coach's house, Ben Chow, in Dee's sweatshop. Denise and Ben's incredible hospitality here. Sort of, they've stocked up the cupboards in the house with loads of food. We've got this incredible facility to train, our private facility, so it's really cool. So I'm locked in, zoned in, ready to bring my best for Texas, and I'm gonna bring a much drier look. And the goal is, I don't know where the lineup is. I would love to say, look, first call out's the goal, but the goal for me, honestly, is probably second call out again, but trying to get to that center. You know, so if there's a call out of 6 to 8 guys in the first call out, and the second call out, I wanna try and make top 10. I would love if I could make top 10 and get to do the finals in the evening, because they're big shows, and it's only top 10 that actually get to do the finals and show off their routine, because I really want to show you guys my routine. And yeah, I feel instantly at home at Texas. There's plenty of people going to the show as well. I know they're going to be in the crowd, and I would love if I could get the opportunity to show my routine and just put on a good show. But I think if we can bring that dryness, like, I could potentially be even fuller as well. Like, I literally just trained back now. Obviously, I had a good bit of food yesterday. I had like Cheesecake Factory. I didn't go crazy. Literally just had like a meal and a dessert at Cheesecake Factory, and then we cooked some steaks at home and had like a nice salad and stuff. That was all I had. Oh, and I tried the brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts. They were pretty good. But didn't go crazy. On 0 carbs today, pounding about 10 liters of water just to try and flush through all of that sort of, get all that water retention off, basically. It's not too much, not too bad. But I just posed just now. I'll put the video up here, and the fullness was crazy. You know, the back fullness, the detail that I feel I could bring with that level of fullness would be really cool to bring on stage. Obviously, it's kind of like what's the word? It's like not superficial. What's that word they say when it's like, you know, like overfull, like full to the goddamn brim, man. Like overcompensation, super compensation. I've definitely got that kind of like super compensated effect right now, but it does show there's a lot more muscle still to bring to the stage, especially from the back. And the back thickness and detail is something that Tyler Manuel said I need to work on. Back thickness, detail, more condition, more upper chest thickness as well. Now, I can't do nothing about upper chest thickness in terms of muscle. Maybe I could pump up my upper pecs a little bit more for stage and focus on that. Try and bring a little bit more top line to the stage. You know, back thickness, I think I have more to show. Obviously, I need more, so that's going to be an off-season project, but I think I can bring more back fullness to the stage. And detail, I can bring along with more condition, so we're going to try and bring that for stage. I think the plan is going to sort of be not to run me into the ground too much, just let the water come off and try and keep a certain baseline level of fullness, not go too flat. And then when we carb up, just build on that. And then we're going to try a different approach in terms of bringing that dryness to the stage. We're probably going to keep water high. We're not going to pull water as hard, but we're going to pull the sodium down a lot more, because for this show we kept the sodium a little bit higher and we pulled the water down. So we're going to try and do it on the reverse for this show. So that's basically where we're at. Like, I'm really happy with the result. I couldn't be happier. Second call out in that lineup is probably the best I've ever done in a pro show. So that for me is a massive win. And like, I'm always talking to guys, like young guys, like, don't be in a rush. Don't be in a rush. Like, this is a big win, you know? The second call out for me in a pro show is a big win. Just because you didn't win the show doesn't mean that it's a loss, because there's so many stepping stones. Like, as an amateur, there's stepping stones, right? You know, you want to compete for the first time. That's a goal. Then you want to try and win a novice show or win a first timer show. Then you want to try and place in an open show. Then you want to win an open regional. Then you want to win an open overall. And then you go up, you know, pro qualifier, win your pro card. There's these steps. When you turn pro, I feel like some people feel like the only goal is, now let's win a pro show. It doesn't quite happen like that. The level is incredible. If you're winning a pro show, you're talking about becoming one of the top bodybuilders in the world in your given category. One of the top bodybuilders in the world. So to win a pro show is, you know, it's a big feat. I think sometimes we think it's easy just because, you know, we see people on Instagram, it's like, oh, so-and-so won, so, you know, X, Y, and Z won. And we feel close to these people because we follow them on social media, and then all of a sudden it feels like an easy goal to achieve. It's not easy. Winning a pro show is not easy. These guys are incredible. The lineups are incredible. The physiques are amazing. The competition is fierce. So there's these goals that we need to set. You know, and a goal for me was to get a second call out, because I haven't been getting second call outs, I've been getting third and fourth, I've been coming nearly down last in shows. And I'm not even ashamed to speak about it or say it anymore. I don't feel embarrassed. I don't feel pressure to win shows straight off the bat anymore. I just want to be better than the last time, and I want to give, Ben enough of a chance to figure out my physique. We need to do shows, we need to figure things out, we need to trial and error things, we need to see different approaches and what looks it brings to stage, and then sort of keep on improving on that. So Texas, I'm really excited for. I think it's going to be a really good look. I think it's going to be my best look, and I'm confident that I can bring home a top 10, if I'm honest. I really do think I can, and that will be a big win for me again. And then all we can do is just go on from there, go back to the drawing board. Maybe I'll do another show after Texas, maybe I won't, I'm not sure. It all kind of depends what happens in Texas, and if we feel like we can further improve and improve the placings, and if it's worth it, health given and everything like that, we have to put that first. And then we'll just go from there. But if not, we'll go into an off season, we'll make the improvements we need to make, put on more muscle. Like at my lowest during this prep, I come down to basically 208, 207.9. My cap is 219. So given on my lowest weight, I basically still got 12 pounds at least of muscle to gain. So if I really put the focus in the off season, make sure that I'm putting in the work in the off season, with meals, etc., and put on that extra muscle, I'm gonna win a pro show at some point. I know I have the structure and the lines. It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of timing, and when my time comes, my time comes, and that's it. I'm enjoying it, having fun. And that's all you can do, man. That's all you can do. So we're gonna see this week out in Texas. I'm gonna bring you guys hopefully a few more videos, and following the journey. And apologize, it's nothing fancy, this video, but I still want to put out some form of content for you guys, and connect with you guys and let you know what's going on. And hopefully you're enjoying these videos, even if they are just even if it is just a simple sit down video. So that's it. I'm gonna get a couple more 0 carb meals in me, which is actually nice because I've eaten so much food over the last few days. I only even want food, and then we'll see this week out, and we'll see what happens in Texas. So yeah, on to another day, man. See you guys soon.